wanna know, get into the flow. Hop onto the podcast, chillin' with the bros. Cause the rippin' never misses at the show. So if you comin', then you better up the pole. Ramblin', these boys, they always ramblin'. They always here hammering. Cameraman, cop the lens. Dinner served up by the chef. We on the net to represent. Raiders here for Texas Tech. We the Ramblin Raiders. Get your money up, then talk to me later. We living life.
Chef in the lab.
Yeah, I'm just in
cooking
here
up some locks.
Hey, I went 4-0 last week. I'm cooking up some more locks, so y'all better ride and you better be ready. Yes, chef.
Enjoy it. And most shows be fake, but we McCoy.
Vegas slipping with my max play. SMU +1. Take the points against U of H. Easy hitter.
Jeff, Joe, and Lane, about to run it so you know ya. Run it. About to run it so you know ya. Jeff, Lane, Joe. Yeah, this the Raiders.
I love dubstep. Find out everything runs through.
Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
You wanna know, get into the flow. Hop onto the
Lane's in the chat. Did we finally get it to work?
Chat is live.
Oh, God, what a relief, man. I feel like I need to go ahead and take a sip here, dude, to celebrate. Knock on wood. Do the special knock. Shake it off.
My hand in there. There you go.
Knock on wood that we have no more technical difficulties tonight. Hopefully y'all can hear us well. Hit us with a thumbs up or go ahead and comment in the chat if the audio is good and the visuals are fine. And with that, we'll go ahead and get this Sunday night edition of the RIP, the football season recap. We usually do these every Wednesday, but we decided to mix it up because it's getting deeper and deeper into basketball season, and we want to make sure that we look back on what was an outstanding year one for Coach McGuire and the Texas Tech Red Raider football program. Guys, the RIP, if you're new here, I know we had a bunch of new subscribers after the Texas Bowl or during that time whenever we were doing a bunch of promotions. It's a live stream filled with sports gambling, Texas Tech hype, and some generally questionable behavior, antics,
Takes.
Discourse, however you want to look at it. We like to just have some fun on here.
We like to rip it up.
Just rip it, yeah. I mean, we like to rip it, for you guys, and enjoy some drinks, talk Texas Tech. This is a production, an entertainment outlet that was created by fans for fans, so we're glad that y'all are joining us tonight. Before we get going, some opening remarks. The Ramblin Raiders tailgate, another all-timer. We put out that video that I got to do a quick bow down to Sherman, dude. We are not worthy. Also, Axel, who was at him and his group that were at the tailgate videoing everything, had amazing equipment, did an amazing job, got the exact clips that we wanted him to, that we needed him to really accentuate what was going on at the Ramblin Raiders tailgate. So great hands. And actually, before it's all said and done, whenever you start riffing, man, I'll look up Axel's Instagram.
Well, I was going to say, we were talking this weekend. I was actually planning my wedding, and it came up that if we get a videographer, we don't want to, we want to maybe get Sherman to make our wedding video instead of the people who actually film it.
Well, and the great thing
that was discussed.
The great thing about Sherman is he'll make a video and he'll throw some memes in there too.
Yeah, I mean, why not have a couple memes thrown in?
So you'll have a Friday. I mean, what more could you want than a Friday Beers-esque type wedding video?
I think it would be great. So yeah, it's just something we're spitballing.
Hey, real quick, guys, if you're looking for any kind of inquiries about doing filming, videography, finding a good videographer to film a party or an event for you. On Instagram, his Instagram is Axel Brinson, AXELBRINSON. Wanted to give him a shout out, and we're going to plug him on our Instagram as well. Reach out to him for, again, inquiries about any kind of videography task. He has a great service, awesome product. Really proud of him. And then Sherman, again, just clipping together an all-timer that really, again, highlighted just the vibe and kind of
how
spirit of the night.
How
man.
fun the tailgate was,
Yeah.
and how great that ass kicking was. We gave to Ole Miss as well.
I mean, we kicked our own asses in the
We
with
kicked our
alcohol
ass in the
at the
tailgate.
tailgate, and then we took that energy into the stadium, and Joey McGuire replicated that against the Ole Miss Rebels.
Exactly.
So again, for everyone who came, and we still, guys, I'm sorry, so much shit's been going on with work and with Ramblin and everything like that. We still actually have 2 drawings that we have to do. It won't be for a free wristband, obviously, but it will be for some free Ramblin Raiders merch. If y'all see in that video, that white hoodie that I'm sporting, the logo looks great. They're comfy, affordable. They're really nice. You can access that. Get those on our website, ramblinraiders.com. We still have to draw 2 names of those who sent in their submissions for our promotions that we did, and we will get y'all taken care of on the next episode. We're also going to have new mics, headphones. I mean,
We're upgrading.
2023 Ramblin Raiders are like trending up right now.
That's right. Yeah.
Looking good. Okay. All that to be said, man. Do we even want to just real quick like talk about basketball at all?
I'm not impressed.
Are you worried? Real fast, because I know basketball's in everybody's mind.
What a shit ending to the game.
Well, against Kansas won.
Yeah, honestly, the last 2 games. It's been a tough start to the Big 12. We're dealing with a lot of injuries at a really unfortunate time. That has to factor in, but haven't looked good starting out Big 12 play. Hopefully they can figure out. It's a long Big 12 gauntlet. We've been through it before. There's going to be highs and lows. Hopefully we come out of this low and can kind of turn it around, get healthy, start finishing some ball games, win some ball games down the stretch. It's tough after having the great home win streak snapped and then you lose 2 in a row. It's pretty brutal.
So, real quick, another sidebar, dude. After months, I mean, we're talking time flies, maybe a year I've been promising this.
Really?
The chef got a new phone, man.
Yeah, I thought you were
The chef upgraded.
on your thing there. I thought we were getting a Netflix show because it's a Netflix
No, that's-
ad on your Twitter.
That's also in the works right now.
Okay.
We're talking with Netflix on doing a Ramblin Raiders documentary, Ramblin Raiders TV show. They said they saw the hype video today, the tailgate, and they wanted to build on that. No, I got a new phone, so our TikTok at Ramblin Raiders is going to be utilized more. We're going to start putting out content, putting out some videos for y'all there. Like I said, we got new equipment, new aesthetics going into 2023, so y'all get ready for that. But yeah, dude, it only took me about a year, so I do come through with all my promises for y'all
Is that a
eventually.
14 Max Pro.
This is an iPhone 14 Pro Max.
So you got what I have.
Yeah, and it's
Which is top of the
let me
line.
see. I mean, I feel like mine's more badass.
No.
They're no, dude. It is like great quality, man. Bigger screen. I can see better. It's
And
awesome.
you were
Okay.
one of those guys that still have the home button.
No, my last one. I mean, I am notorious for holding on to phones way longer than I should. So my last one was an iPhone XS,
What does that mean?
like a 10. I think it was an iPhone 10.
Okay, so not too old.
Let me tell you, it was a piece. They're in the end, but anyway, sorry guys, I'm trying to share this link so we can get some more people
All right, man, get off
joining
your
into
phone,
the chat.
start pod.
We be podding. But what? Sorry, Lane. Oh, basketball, real fast. Yeah, guys, look, after a loss, Texas Tech Twitter is so much fun because if you complain about anything, you're you're a fair weather.
Team, you're not even a Texas Tech fan,
And if you're overly optimistic, everyone just
you just don't know the sport.
Well, everyone's like, oh yeah, you're just so unrealistic. There's no winning. So no matter what your opinion is after a game, a loss, you're wrong either way.
You're wrong either way.
No matter what, you're wrong.
You kind of just have to go with that's Texas Tech. We're so hyperbolic. But when we're winning, it's a lot of fun to be on Twitter with Tech fans. But when we're losing, it's tough.
I tweeted the link out. Hopefully, Guns Up Nation comes through on that. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It is what it is. Honestly, I know we've discussed this probably no less than 40. No, in the 4 years we've been doing this, maybe close to 20, 30 times about. Don't tell other fans how to fan. It's
Just
my
let them
thing.
be fans.
Let them do what they want to do, dude.
We're all cheering for the same team.
If you want to be happy and have rainbows, coming out of your butt after every loss, that's cool. And if you have someone who's clearly very upset and frustrated after a loss,
and they want to voice their opinion,
they're passionate just like you are. So it is what it is, man. Luke, thanks for joining. What's up, brother? We got Davion in here. Having a good weekend, man. Hope you're doing well. I know everyone's kind of getting back in the swing of things, getting ready to head back up to, or the students at least are getting ready to head back up to Lubbock. Davion, you can drop this in there, but I believe you said you were going to be in Austin next Saturday. If so, myself and Mrs. Chef will be there, ready to have a little pregame at Schultz Beer Garden, and then we're going over to
Schultz's.
Not Bless the Mood Lane, Wreck the Mood.
Wreck the mood.
We're gonna wreck the mood.
That little tiny new shit stadium they have.
Oh yeah, I mean
UT.
it's
Okay.
very like low grade.
Yeah.
Total knockoff.
I unfortunately will not be in Austin.
Yeah.
But that should be a good game. We need to get a damn win in the Big 12, so hopefully you guys can bring the mojo.
What up, Carl? Yeah, we will, man. We definitely need Iowa State. I'm going to go ahead and chalk that one up. That's going to be pretty difficult with Bacho and with Pop Isaac still out of the rotation, out of the lineup, and KJ Allen, I believe, is not eligible to play in this game or is on the injured list. So Iowa State's going to be tough. Hopefully by Saturday we get the boys back. We get our full squad ready to go. And then, look, I'll say this, man. The way my frustrations at the end of that game were actually more so with I'll be perfectly frank with our coaching. We really did not execute from an X's and O's standpoint against Oklahoma. Granted, terrible time for injuries. I mean, you're playing debatably one of – and the Big 12 stacked all the way through. There's not a bad team in the Big 12. But you're playing one of the teams that's kind of there with you, scrapping at the bottom echelons, whatever, bottom tier. And, I mean, you got to sit there and think you have Bacho and Pop Isaacs available. This game could go differently. But long story short, Davion Harmon said, like, hey, I'm not going out like this, put the team on his back, literally got us back in that game single-handedly, carried us down the stretch. And then you have 2 fouls to give out of you call timeout, out of a timeout. Not only do you not foul, but they get a wide-open layup with their best freshman, Uza, or what's his name? Not
like that, but
Uzuma or some. Anyways, badass.
Draw up at the end of the game too.
Well, it's a sequence,
I just
man.
don't like it.
So that one's tough. You're sitting there and dude gets a wide open 3. He could have stroked a 3 on us to take the lead. Mm-hmm. Drives, gets fouled. Lucky it wasn't an and one. But one, how do you not have that figured out coming out? And then 2, why would you not give 2 fouls there? So we get the ball back, tied up. You draw up a contested 3-point corner shot to a guy who frankly has been pretty cold all game, who hasn't done much for you. Make it make sense. And then the end of the actual game, you draw.
That ball's got to be in O'Banner's hand. I mean, it doesn't matter to me what he's playing like. In that situation at that time, the ball's in O'Banner's hand.
Well, it's just like, your first option's not there and it just breaks down. And you have who jacked the last one? Lamar Washington got it blocked. Yeah. You don't have a second option or some kind of drive and keep some kind of movement going. And then I hated the fact Davion Harmon has the ball in his hands to finish regulation. Dudes
didn't have it.
No, I'm saying he should have had it.
Yeah, right.
You have to put it in his hands to end the game. Yeah. Why, dude? He single-handedly brought you back against Oklahoma when on a night where
you gotta have the clear option is a drive kick option with him and Kevin O'Banner. I mean,
I don't even want to pull the stats up for how bad we shot. It happens, whatever. I don't want to look at how bad we shot, but how do you not have him or at least get it in your second playmaker, debatably your best scorer on the team or kind of go-to guy, Kevin O'Banner?
Yeah, absolutely.
So frustration is okay, guys. And the point I was going to tie this back to against UT if we're fully healthy, I still think a fully healthy Texas Tech team can go toe-to-toe and beat anybody in this conference.
Absolutely.
On any given night.
Yeah. I mean, every game's been close, and I kind of sent this in our group chat that night. Strap in. This is going to be every game. Every game's going to look like that. It's going to be gritty game down the stretch. That's what we're in the Big 12. It's Big 12 basketball at this time period. So every game's going to be tough. Anybody can beat anybody. We got to finish games better.
Another quick positive, because the Big 12's so stacked, even when you find yourself 0-3, kind of looking down the barrel at 2 top 15, is Iowa State. They got to be close up there. 2 top 20 teams in on the road. Good news is that you string together a couple wins. They don't even have to be simultaneous, but you get a win here, you get a win there. All you need is a handful of wins in this conference, and your resume shoots up the ladder because of those quad 1 high caliber wins you get by. So your opportunity to recover in the Big 12 is always there because of how good the conference is.
Absolutely.
All right, enough basketball. Quick, soapbox right there. Let's see, how's the chat doing? We got Trisha is different from what I'm hearing. Okay, Trisha's gonna come down too. So looks like we're gonna have the gang back together at Schultz Beer Garden, getting ready to watch Texas Tech take on UT. Can't wait to see you on Austin. Carl says we gotta give Trisha her own series about going on road trips to away games called Trisha's Travels. Dude.
Could be a good idea there.
I like it. We're gonna start doing YouTube Shorts, TikTok.
YouTube Shorts.
Because I have the new phone now. TikTok's gonna be a thing for the Ramblin Raiders. So we're our brand and Ramblin Raiders Entertainment is gonna utilize TikTok.
I don't have.
Even though according to our mother,
she's not
China's
TikTok.
spying on us all the way. Like they have all the info.
They'll know all about Ramblin Raiders,
Yeah.
which is okay. The brand expands.
No, the brand expands to China, and on top of that, they are more well informed
About
on Texas Tech.
sports.
Yeah, like all of a sudden they're sitting there going like, are the
Tech
Red Raiders going to go to like the tourney this year? Are they going to make
Yeah.
March Madness? We don't know. So be on the lookout for TikTok. Okay, here's what we're here to talk about, man. The Texas Bowl, the 2022-2023 football season recap. Wow, just a great year. Just a great season. Super excited to kind of for where this program's headed. But Lane, I'll start with you. Let's do the bowl game. Kind of keep this.
Okay, bowl game first. I was gonna make a comment that's not meant to be. It's meant to be kind of funny, but some people might take it as being like a Debbie Downer or something. But I wanted to say, let us not forget that Cliff Kingsbury started his tenure exactly the same as Joey McGuire.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna end the stream right now.
There's glaring differences,
Yeah.
and clearly in recruiting, Joey McGuire has already outshined a lot of his predecessors, so that's good. But I just want to point that out. 8-5 hasn't been done since Kingsbury's first year.
2013, I believe.
Did it kind of in the same way. Got to 7 wins and then won a bowl game. But yeah, incredible year off the bat.
Love it, man. Back to Twitter real quick. So one, and actually we're about to get into some of those differences that you talked about. Winning every home game. Oh yeah, Kingsbury was 7-0 and then
we're
finished.
Talking about Joey.
Yeah. Joey only losing one game at home, I think, is really impressive. Beating UT and OU for the first time in the same season.
Incredible.
And then I would argue,
a winning record in the Big 12 is also a big note that is
something Kingsbury did not do that year.
Yeah, has not been done in a long time since Tuberville before him. So huge marks for Joey McGuire. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start.
Yeah.
I mean, this was beyond, I think, really what anybody thought that he was going to be capable of doing.
So, and there goes next season. Love that,
I
Luke.
knew it was going to ruffle some feathers on that comment, but it had to be done.
Luke, great. Yeah. Great name, one, I just want to point out. Two, Lane, I mean, it needed to be said. Now,
I like stirring stuff up.
Yeah. No, hey, man, that's why you're the hot take specialist. And we like it when you do just that. Real quick, guys, if you haven't already, I see, we got some people in here watching. If you could just hit that thumbs up, like button for us, make sure you're subscribed, share it with your friends, family, help us grow this channel. So that we can continue to throw kick-ass tailgates and watch parties and, let China know about Texas Tech.
Make sure they know.
And make sure they're well informed and they know what's going on with Texas Tech athletics. So what was I going to say?
Football.
Looking at this season, though, we talked about 8-5. Oh, okay, that's right. Beginning of the year, you go back to, and I'm gonna share a bunch of different videos about kind of some predictions we made, more so that I made that were correct because I'm always looking into my crystal ball, predicting the future.
I
You
said
did too.
6-7.
You and I have actually been spot on the last 2 years because last year we said like
5-6.
Well, we said 6 wins and then a bowl game.
Possible bowl win.
Yeah, so
we said the same thing this year.
This year we said 6 or 7
with a bowl win, 8.
but 8 to a bowl win. So we've been pretty damn spot on. Next year I'm calling national championship. So I got to let it. If I'm that hot, I'm going to go ahead and let it ride. As far as giving us the best opportunity we have
I mean,
since I'm automatic on predictions, I got to predict it. I'm going to be putting a futures bet down. Don't worry about that. But yeah, Tech to win the national championship.
TCU's gone to the national championship. The odds, if you would have taken the odds of them winning a national championship or really getting to a national championship, you're making some money there. So if we do that for Texas Tech next year, I said we ride, we bang.
Let's do it, man. So early on in the season, we said that in year one, what's a realistic kind of, or what's a positive note for Joey McGuire? What's a good initial season? What does he have to do with the talent on the roster? We said with the talent on this roster, 6 games, just make a bowl game, and we feel good about that. Our schedule was a little harder than, well, I say that. It was U of H we play on, I feel like, every year, but you had North Carolina was the outlier, North Carolina State, that is. Before their QB got hurt, back when they were rolling and doing pretty well on the road.
Highly touted.
So, all that to be said, you had a somewhat, U of H is always overrated. But
you barely beat them.
But you barely beat them. You had a difficult schedule.
Yes,
going in. It was one of, actually, I'll say it was one of the more difficult schedules we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Since 2000. So you go into that, you think you win 6, and we were like, that's a great year. We said even if he just wins 5, you hope that
if he's adding good
value.
Recruits, and if you're seeing that, if he wins 5 and he's still getting good recruits, and we're still trending upward, that's okay.
You're adding value. Yeah, you're adding value to the program, which he was already doing well on the recruiting trail. He was already getting money pumped into the program from the boosters. The Wombles of the world are putting money down and supporting your program. So if he's doing that with 5 wins, it's okay. What does he do this season? He goes out. Not only does he make a bowl game, he gets 7 wins.
Smokes Ole Miss.
Wins that bowl game emphatically. Again, you can argue, even though I think the Texas Bowl and the Cheez-It Bowl are damn near the same in my opinion. But you finish, and this was what you said earlier, which was critical. You finish 4th in the conference.
4th in the conference.
And the team that finished 3rd ahead of you beat. And so you're 1 win away. I mean, it's all coming to me right now. I didn't even take Alpha Brain earlier. You beat Kansas State this year.
You're in business.
You're in Arlington for the
Cotton.
playing TCU for the Big 12 championship.
That's right. Yeah.
If we beat K-State this year.
Absolutely.
A winning conference record, which has not happened in I don't know how long, since Tuberville. So he has the first winning Big 12 conference record. Like we said, you finish highest in the conference that we have since Tuberville, or maybe even Leach.
I'm not sure where Tuberville finished his 8-win season that he had.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe back to the Leach era. Another critical component here: you beat UT and OU in really wild games, like dramatic finishes in those. You beat them for the first time in the same season. You're 1 game away from Arlington. Some have to ask: did Joey outkick his coverage in year 1?
Well, we already.
Or is that indicative of just like the kind of coach he is for this program?
He's here to stay, hopefully, and win games. I think he's going to start. I mean, we're trending. No Texas Tech fan can dispute the fact that we are trending up in a very good direction.
Yeah, and I said that just to kind of put it into the air.
We should be excited.
Personally, I'm really excited for Joey. I think he's the facilitator and the delegator we've been looking for as a head coach.
Absolutely.
He's, it's not just an offensive genius or a washed up dude who won a natty but doesn't really want to be in Lubbock, or an unproven guy from the Mountain West that we have no idea why he's our head coach. He is a guy who comes in, hires the right staff around him, right tools in place, recruits his ass off, gets players bought into the program, gets the fans hyped up, bought back into the program.
And he knows how to beat shit out of Ole Miss.
He produced it on the field. That was the last but not least, and debatably the most important aspect, he produced on the field.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a lot to be excited about.
So I'd go ahead and say that you couldn't, short of what Sonny Dykes is doing at TCU, you really couldn't ask for a better season.
That is, talk about 2 guys that first-year head coaches that really – Joey gets outdone. Obviously, he's not playing for the national championship, but winning 8 games in your first season,
it's incredible.
There are great coaches out there that didn't even touch that in their first year.
Against the difficulty of schedule you played in the Big 12. Think about this: Big 12 being deeper than it's been in years.
How many teams didn't make a bowl? West Virginia,
Iowa State.
2 teams. And you think about every other team that we played non-conference. So
no, whoever got 7th didn't.
U of H made a bowl. NC State made a bowl.
Yeah.
The only other team that didn't make a bowl on our schedule
Montana or whatever
is McMurray, whatever.
Oh, McMurray, yeah, McMurray State.
Stupid shit.
Assholes. Those a-holes that injured Tyler Shuck. No, who got 7th? Who got behind 8? It was 8, 9, and 10 didn't make a bowl. No.
Murray State.
No, Kansas made one too.
Made
they were
game.
8, weren't they?
Yeah, they made a bowl game.
Wow, the Big 12 just hella deep.
But our schedule was stacked.
Yeah. Okay, so
we had 3 teams that didn't make a bowl game on our schedule.
Luke says, I really feel like Joey is just that good of a head coach. He seems to fit the community. I couldn't agree with you more. He fits the community. He's built and really helped elevate the culture. Yeah, you're absolutely right there. So a lot to be excited about. Against this schedule, Joey does a great job. I joke, Sonny Dykes, I mean, what he did is it kind of defies logic, if I'm being honest.
If they win the national championship, it will be
I'm gonna tweet this out tomorrow. Is it the greatest upset in college, or is it the greatest Cinderella story of college football ever?
I can't think of another one.
I mean, it's got to be like in the 30s or something, like when like Yale came back from the war and like won.
Yale beat Harvard 2-0.
Yeah. Yeah, after, I mean, something. I mean, who knows? After the Stamp Act, was passed. No, dude, if TCU wins the national championship tomorrow, and I'll make this clip soundbite for our TCU Twitter burner followers we have on Twitter now, because of the arguing and, shit talking we did after the Tech UT game. That's how you become boys, though, sometimes. You get in a fight with somebody, have there ever been, you kind of scrap for a little bit, and then you get up and you're like, respect.
Yeah, I still like them.
I mean, no, I don't like their school, but I don't like TCU, but I respect some of these accounts. I'll say this. To me, it'll be the greatest Cinderella story in college football history ever.
Yeah, I think it will be the best Cinderella story if they pull it off. I mean, it's already pretty insane. I mean, he's a first-year head coach there. It's nuts.
All that to be said, Joey McGuire, year one, I would say, I can't say exceeded expectations because you and I had us based off of talent, winning 7 and then a bowl game 8. We
optimistically said that, though.
We did, optimistically. I would say you're right. I'd say he exceeded expectations, but just really instilled confidence in this program. I mean, dude,
we're back.
We're back. You can't ask for more than that.
You can't. And, I mean, it's exciting. You think about what's got going on next year. A lot of people are coming back. Tyler Shuck's coming back, and he hasn't lost a game that he's finished at Texas
And you
Tech.
know what? I do want to give a man some credit that is due. Matt Wells. He left Joey McGuire some tools to use. I mean, our team this year, guys we got out of the portal. I mean, we had a good roster this year. We had a solid roster. So I will give Matt Wells credit there. However, Joey added to that roster when he took the job.
He knows how to execute in the game.
He utilized it better. Please extend Coach Tim DeRuyter. I want to make that point right now. Our defense, I haven't been this confident in our defense in a long time. And then
they were the difference
Zach Kittley,
in the bowl game.
Zach Kittley, dude, I mean, had a hell of a bowl game outing, but could have even done more.
No, I'm saying DeRuyter kind of made a difference in the bowl game.
Oh, he did.
Our
Huge.
defense was kind of the winner there.
That's a great transition. So let's talk about the Texas Bowl. Again, if you were at the Ramblin Raiders tailgate,
How's your liver?
How's your liver? I hope you recovered from that day. You can put it in the chat if you want. I'm going to I had a guy come up to me and say that it was the best night of his life.
Oh, my God.
And that's not
awesome.
No, I mean, I didn't make that up at all. That's 100% true. So if you wanted to throw that in there, that it was the greatest night of your life, you've never had more fun.
If that's something you want to say,
it would just,
go ahead.
Nobody would begrudge you to say that because it was that good of a time. Everyone who was there had a lot of fun. So tailgate was awesome. Let's talk about the actual game. That once we got into, I was, a good 4 deep. And when I say 4 deep, I mean not beers. I'm talking 4 tequila shots deep. Thanks to my lovely wife, Mrs. Chef, the tequila señorita
And
connoisseur.
she wasn't asleep. Usually she's in bed by 8:30.
Yeah, and usually when Texas Tech's on, she's asleep. It's she's an Aggie. So there's that. But here we go, dude. Texas Tech goes out and dominates Ole Miss, 42-25. Another thing I'd like to say me and Lane called. We said we didn't. I don't know if we said no. I said
close. I said we were going to dominate.
No. I said they were going to dominate late. I said it was going to be close until late fourth, and then we were going to blow them out in the fourth.
Yeah.
Which it just happened the opposite. We blew them out early.
They kind of came back.
And they kind of came back, and then we blew them out some more. Which, no, hey, more fun for us.
More for us.
More fun for us. Texas Tech fans, double the blowout, right?
Yeah, I had us all the way kicking their ass, and sure enough.
Hey, if only there's a reason why Big Pick Joe is too big of a coward to join the RIP tonight. It's because he was going to have to eat his own words.
And he picked Ole Miss.
Win against his alma mater and got because of it. Lane, give me an instant reaction for this Texas Bowl.
Instant reaction for the Texas Bowl is Tyler Shuck is the man, and DeRuyter had a great showing. Lane Kiffin's an idiot. Those are the three headlines that I like.
Without conferring, you pretty much just took all three of my points. I said Tyler Shuck is that guy, pal. Lane Kiffin is the Joker. Sherman made a great Batman.
He's not even the Joker. He's a jokester.
Yeah.
Like he's,
well, no, but like some say, like Joker, like he wants to watch the world burn. Like
he's laughable.
I think Lane Kiffin wants to watch Ole Miss burn.
Maybe. I mean, going for that punt, the fake punt was just atrocious.
Let me throw a little.
No, I mean that is just bad.
Let me throw a little stat out there for y'all. Ole Miss went 2 for 7 on fourth down completions. And let me tell y'all, right out of the gate, I mean, I know y'all watched it, but being there, Texas Tech puts a good drive together. We score, Kiffin and them had like some success, but maybe it was a turn. I don't know. Anyways, right out of the gate, actually it might have been their first possession, on his own, I believe it was 15 or 20.
He did it a couple times from there.
Goes for it. And I mean, I'm sitting there as fans and you're just kind of going, but why?
Is this guy sick?
Your defense is, I mean, and here's a thought, maybe he had no faith in his no faith in his defense. Because we kind of did bust our offense had a day.
They played very
Tyler
well,
Shuck
but they were put in great positions.
Yeah.
And our defense, they got stops when they needed to. Some of those fourth downs were manageable fourth downs that we stuffed them on.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, our defense played really well on
Joey
fourth
McGuire
down.
looked down the line and goes, Timmy!
Yeah.
He was pumped, man. Tim DeRuyter had Lane Kiffin figured out, man. He was the Batman to like Lane Kiffin's Joker.
DeRuyter, hopefully we can keep him around. He's kind of a guy of
he's
multiple hats. He's been a lot of places. He's kind of been there. He jumps around. He takes what he can get. Hopefully we can lock him in.
I would argue our secondary was debatably the deepest part of our team. Well, I'd say like the deepest aspect of our team this year in general.
And they're going to be deep next year.
And they're going to be good next year. And it's going to continue. And we're going to keep winning a lot of football games. Okay, Tyler Shuck, real fast.
Dog.
Absolute dog. Can you pull up his stats real quick? Let me see if I can get it.
Sure.
I mean, dude had he had 2 rushing touchdowns.
From the game or for the season?
From the game.
Let's see.
And Donovan Smith, still our passing leader.
Well, he played the most games.
How about that? Wow, it looks beautiful. Beat Ole Miss and Oklahoma. Final 2 games. Love it.
What?
Love it. Go to you went to Ole Miss Rebels. You gotta get it.
You gotta go to here.
Raiders. There you go. Yeah, go Shuck. What do you do? He threw for 242 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Ran for 111 and 2 tutties.
Dude, he ran for 111 yards. And look,
and a lot of them were big plays.
I was gonna say this: the amount of times he ran in this game, it's not sustainable long term, but he proved that he was 100% back from his injury. 1 and 2, he's not afraid to tuck it. He ran the ball, and here's the thing I loved about this game: we out physicaled Ole Miss. We were more physical. He was laying popping pads, laying the wood. Tyler Shuck scrapped for every yard. He showed Red Raider Nation that he's a gamer, man, and that's why he's undefeated in every game he's finished at Texas Tech.
He's tough. He doesn't mind pulling it, like you said. He's a winner.
Girls think he's hot.
He's a winner, is what he is. He'll do what it takes to win that ball game, and he proved that.
He's a winner.
Coming back.
Chicks dig him.
He's coming back, and it's gonna be the shit.
They say he smells good. I mean, he's just like everything about him. Like he's having a career, and really excited to have a QB room in Baron Morton and Tyler Shuck next year.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome to watch. And
if we can, let's hope everybody sticks around. And I hope
on wood that everybody stays healthy.
Yeah, hopefully they do. So, guys. I mean, he's Lane Kiffin's a joker. Tyler Shuck is goated. And that was my other big takeaway. In a game where both teams had a majority of their players opt in to play, Tech looked like the superior team, not only in talent and in execution, but in physicality, which the SEC prides themselves on being more physical. This is an Ole Miss team that played Alabama. Maybe on the road? No, I think it was at home. No. Was it in Tuscaloosa? I don't know.
I don't know.
But played Alabama to a touchdown game, right? This is a physical SEC team. Texas Tech, I think.
Alabama at home, they lost by less than a touchdown. Lost by 6.
Yeah, so here's the thing, dude. Joey McGuire is not only building a sustainable program, in my opinion, but we are a physical team. He's ingraining some kind of physical nature, physical mindset with these guys, dude. And
He's a tough coach.
He's a tough coach, and it shows in his players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, some other points in this game.
Let's not to mention the SEC. You kind of mentioned how like they're a little bit full of themselves. An SEC fan, Ole Miss fan, after the game, walking out, we were kind of giving them some shit.
Oh yeah, me and Lane were. I mean,
he said, nice 6-6 season. What an idiot! Doesn't even know our teams have the same record and we kicked their ass.
He goes, and this is when you know you're down bad.
What an idiot! I mean, he just doesn't. SEC fans are delusional in thinking that they're that good.
We could do a hot take on this about when you lose.
Take your L,
but like just get out of there quick. Get out of there fast.
You're done.
Get away from everybody. But when you respond with this other guy's retort, which was, because we were hitting him with we love playing teams from Mississippi in the SEC West. We dominated y'all. I had some other good one-liners that night that were just off the tongue. But he dropped have fun with your 6-6 poverty program.
We win 8-5.
When you say shit like that. Not only do you discredit yourself as like a sore loser, but as an intellectual.
Yeah, he's intellectually not smart.
Because tell me this, what the hell has Ole Miss done recently?
Well, he just completely bashed himself because he said we're a poverty program that just kicked their ass.
Yeah. So I guess you guys like getting beat by poverty programs. Hey.
And we beat the rival. We beat the rival last year.
I can tell you right now, I'm looking at our watchers. That guy's in here right now.
I wish he was.
No, you're in here. You're watching that. Just know, like, we thoroughly enjoyed you're getting upset about like losing to Texas Tech, man. And not only that, but like it was right by where the tailgate was too. So like it was a double L because then he looked and he was like, oh my god, this tailgate.
We could also probably talk about the biggest upset of the game was the fact that Ramblin Raiders tailgate did not win tailgater of the game because we weren't a joint tailgate. They gave it to that other tailgate because it was a double Ole Miss and Texas Tech tailgate.
Oh,
lame.
Oh my God,
very political.
That is absolute. But and as you can see in our hype video, we had Ole Miss fans sprinkled. Ole Miss fans were sprinkled into our lineup at the
I made the mistake of like trying to tell them to get the fuck out and sorry, I'm not supposed to say that word, but trying to tell them to get the hell out, and they did actually have wristbands, which I didn't know. So
Lane dropped a get out of here, and the guy goes, "Dude, we paid for these." And he's like, "Oh, my bad." No, he goes, "You listen to Ramblin Raiders?"
I go, "You listen to Ramblin' that night." And we actually did have a good conversation after that. But,
we should have won tailgater of the game, 100%. Okay, real quick, some other notes in this game. Ole Miss, dude, a whopping 5 turnovers.
Yeah,
5 turnovers. A lot of them were pretty early. Defense stepped up. Muddy Waters.
Well done. Good season.
Salute. Hey, another guy who bounces back from injury, comes through, has a great season, got a huge interception in this game. Taylor Demerson, the Rabbit, gets a big pick in this game, really changed the momentum and helped kind of solidify what we already, or it didn't change the momentum, it solidified what we were already building up to, which was an inevitable ass whooping for Ole Miss. So defense played great in this game. I thought we applied pressure. Bradford up front, Hutchings up front, getting stuffs on 4th down when we needed it. Sir Roderick Thompson continued to do what he's always done at Texas Tech. That's battle and ball out. From a personnel standpoint, we could go through and really another guy I want to highlight real quick, had a great game. Jared Brantley, dude. Freshman. Is it Bradley or I thought it was Brantley?
Bradley.
Oh, it is Bradley. Bradley. Great game, freshman out of DeSoto.
Also led the team in receiving yards for the year.
As a fresh. Dude's got a big frame. Good. He had a big game against Ole Miss. Love what he's doing. Look for him to really come on and make some noise next season.
Yes.
Other than that, man, because I want to kind of save time-wise, any other kind of thoughts from the Texas Bowl besides, like, Ole Miss is slow, we're fast, they're poor, we're rich.
They're dumb, we're smart.
They're dumb, we're smart. They're short, we're tall. They're fat, we're skinny. I mean, is there anything else you can say?
No, we're better than them.
And not one of their fans could spell Mississippi either. They could not
they
spell
couldn't do it.
Mississippi.
They tried. Oh, did they try?
They tried, and did they spin? So look, we beat Ole Miss down. Texas Bowl was a smashing success. Tailgate was awesome.
Texas Tech football season was a smashing success.
We really enjoyed it. Okay, we already talked about Joey McGuire's performance in year one, so I guess we went a lot of order. Looking to the future. Oh wait, I didn't want to talk about this. Greatest accomplishments. We already went through those. Beat Texas and OU in the same season for the first time. Highest finish in conference since either early Tuberville or late Mike Leach.
Since a long time.
A long ass time. What was the other one? Blah 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 blah. Only lost one home game throughout the entire season.
Huge.
Best finish in general, going 8 wins since 2013. All these great accomplishments. We have to say it. Worst loss. I'm gonna throw it out there. Baylor at home, dude.
We should have beat them.
That one still haunts me. Definitely should have beat them, but look, we're not gonna complain because we are riding high. We're doing well. And we're really excited for the future of Texas Tech. Where does Texas Tech go from here, Lane? Looking into next season, and I hate to be that guy because I like to come from behind. I like us to be the slept on and then we overachieve. Already some way too early college football polls. They got Texas Tech in the top 25. One of them's got Texas Tech at 14,
And deservedly so.
and we're the shit.
Deservingly so. We're going to be, I think, a top 4 team. We finished 4th this year. We're a top 4 team next year in the Big 12. Outside shot, looking in, dark horse.
Kind of like K-State was going into this year.
Dark horse of this is way early predictions. Dark horse of having a chance to, make a run at the title game for the Big 12. So
Great news
we're
as
going to
well.
be there.
You don't lose a lot of guys in the portal besides Reggie Pearson was one that you'd like to have back.
Doesn't make sense to me a whole lot.
But,
either,
you retain a majority of your guys that weren't just graduating, so that's a positive. McGuire has one of the best recruiting classes we've had.
He's building on his offensive line.
He's building on his offensive line. He's getting good guys in. The future is bright, man. I think you got to be excited about a couple things next year. Oregon comes to Lubbock.
That's gonna be
Oregon
a lot of
also a predicted top 20 team.
Oregon goes to China. And
Oregon-
only they know the price
They're going to
pay.
come to Lubbock, and they're going to find out the price they're going to pay. Tyler Shuck, some say like he's got that dog in him.
He wants revenge.
But when he plays his old school, that benched him. Don't forget, they benched him before they played Iowa State in
They
the
benched him in a couple of games.
Fiesta Bowl. That's right, the end of the year. And some say like he never forgot, and he never forgave. He never forgave, dude. So Tyler Shuck taking on Oregon is going to be a great storyline, a lot of fun. All right, man. I didn't have a ton of time to any kind of questions. Any questions y'all have in the chat that you'd like to throw in there? Carlson says 2025 Sugar Bowl. Hey, how about this, Carl? 2023.
2025. Hey.
2023 Sugar Bowl, baby. The Tosh.0 parodies of Lane Kiffin sum him up pretty well. Agreed, Luke. Good stuff, man. Any kind of final thoughts on this year, Lane? I know Zach Kitley. Let's real quick. I'd give him an A-, B+.
I'd give him a B+. There's a lot of hype around him, so it's always hard to live up to that amount of hype.
He had good games. He dealt with adversity, dealing with injured quarterbacks.
I think he had a pretty solid, pretty good year. I think he only gets better with time too.
I agree. DeRuyter to me is he's the A.
DeRuyter's an A+, but DeRuyter's also he's a veteran guy. He's been around. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Whereas Kitley, this
Zach
is kind
Kitley,
of his,
see me after class.
No,
You see me after class.
This is his first, big opportunity at a big Power 5 school, and so I think he's going to do nothing but go up from here. Tech's trending in the right way. We've said it 1,000 times on this pod already, but that's kind of the final thought. The best thing, from this season is we're trending upward.
And as Brick once said in Anchorman, like Brick loves lamp. We love Texas Tech football, dude. We've always loved it, but we really love
Joey
it.
McGuire.
We love Joey McGuire. We really love it now because we're very excited, man. I mean, it's just like a good trajectory. Things are going well for us. I hope it didn't take sacrificing the basketball team to get. No, I'm just kidding. Our basketball team's gonna be fine. Our program's gonna be fine. I'm good, man. It's gonna be fine. I don't know. Oh, the last question. I wanted to get a soundbite on this before we leave. I hate to be this guy. I hate to play the what if game, but I'm gonna do it because it elicits a good response. I'm sick. I need help. I need to talk to somebody, as my wife likes to say. I pod too much, stuff like that. No, I'm just kidding. Well, damn it. This is why I can't go off on tangents like that. Oh, Tyler Shuck goes down in game 1. I'm going to be that guy.
Excuse you.
Tyler Shough goes down in game 1. If he never gets hurt, where does Texas Tech finish this season?
We're playing tomorrow night. There it is.
I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, it's no. In all seriousness, man, that's one thing I wanted to kind of touch on here at the very end.
It's one of those things. It's a what if game. You don't know where we finish, but I think we win maybe a couple more games.
I would say you go from 8 to possibly 9 wins.
I think you go from 8 to maybe 10.
9 or 10. But here's the other thing. All of a sudden,
and Carl agrees with that.
You talk about 9 or 10 wins. Guess what that means? You're playing in Arlington for the Big 12 championship.
Exactly. And Carl agrees. He says 10 wins.
I guess not necessarily if you beat NC State. All I'm going to say is this, man. It's really unfortunate, and I pray and I hope that moving forward, Texas Tech does not get bit by the injury bug as bad as it's been in years past.
The real question is for next year, are we going to Lubbock, to Oregon for the 3rd annual tailgate?
Yep. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. I mean, the thing is
I'm just saying that'd be a good one.
The first 2 have been so epic. Like, the people can only handle so much.
I don't think we're going to play at NRG next year.
A 3rd one in Lubbock, though, like with that many crazy Red Raiders / Ramblin Raiders followers, does Lubbock burn to the ground?
Could be epic.
They might not even play the game. The stadium might it might be rioting in the streets and like police escorts before it even starts.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll talk about it.
I don't know. We'll look into it. Tyler Shough. I just want to say that because I'm gonna bring this up later on. Play it back. If Tyler Shuck's healthy, you got to look at 9. You got to look at 10 wins. I still think Kansas State on the road. You don't know. TCU on the road, you don't know. But they're both a lot more gettable, especially
State is very gettable.
Oklahoma State's very gettable, but that's I think Oklahoma State actually out of those 3.
That game was gettable
without him.
Out
of those 3, I think Oklahoma State's the one you probably sit there and say
we win.
You feel good about. Baylor at home, you probably feel a little better about, even though they jumped your bones. I mean, they kicked your ass right out of the gate in that one. Well, at least they set the tone early. NC State on the road, we're in that game a majority of the way. I mean, it's hard to not sit there and go, do you win 10 games with Tyler Shough?
It boggles the mind.
It boggles the mind, dude, because we didn't get blown out with the exception of we came back. No, I won't even say that. We had moments against Baylor. But take the Baylor game out of the equation, you're in every single game this year.
Yeah, and you're in the Baylor game.
Every late. And you're in the Baylor game.
A lot of things have to go right, but you still have plays that we're like, okay, if we make this play, we're in it.
I'm just saying, dude, some people might say it's delusional. I just think it's a fair question.
Yeah, a lot of your takes are delusional, but we go with it anyway.
A fair question. If Tyler Shuck's healthy, are we playing tomorrow night?
I think so.
Okay, I don't know about all that. But I will say, I think you got to look at 9, 10 wins. It's just crazy to think that Joey McGuire could have been even closer to what Sonny Dykes is doing at TCU. A healthy Tyler Shough all season.
They stayed healthy.
He could have been
except for
all
their starting
year.
Quarterback.
Who? No, Duggan was healthy all year.
Yeah, Duggan was healthy all year. Not their original starter.
Oh, that's
or
true.
They just bench him. I thought he got
Duggan's even better.
I know Duggan was better, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's just crazy because with Tyler Shough, dude, you got to sit there and say Joey McGuire could have even been closer to replicating that success that Dykes put out there. We'll never know. The world will never know, but we're excited for next season to see what Tyler Shough can do as his team continues to develop, grow, and build the brand. Just like we're trying to build the Ramblin Raiders brand. So
you do that by liking, subscribing, and all that nonsense.
There's that transition we love so much. Like, subscribe, rate, comment, send us fan mail, whatever, dude. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have fans. We have, I think, like our mom, our dad, and our cousin are watching right now. So thanks to everybody. No, for real, like, subscribe, follow us on @Ramblin Raiders on TikTok, the new one. TikTok, Instagram's @Ramblin Raiders, Twitter's @Ramblin Raiders, our Facebook page is Ramblin Raiders Podcast, the YouTube channel, share it with all your friends. We're going to continue to try to blow up this brand and have Ramblin Raiders Entertainment continue to be the primo content outlet when it comes to Texas Tech sports. And the number one, as we said in our hype video today, the number one podcast in the game, number one
podcast in your heart.
There it is. Podcast in your heart. Content outlet for Texas Tech fans by Texas Tech fans. Who am I forgetting? Oh, yeah. So hit that like button. Hit that bell down there. Subscribe. Share it if you haven't already. We appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. With that, dude, I gotta get queued up.
Us the hell out of here?
I got to get the hell out of here for one, but I got to get queued up on with the new phone. I haven't synced it to the Bluetooth yet.
Now here's the technical difficulties y'all have been waiting for. We're due at least one an episode.
Of course.
We've had a couple.
Lane, do you want to tell everybody real quick as we end this? And I want to give everyone a shout out in the chat. Luke, Carl, I know Davion was in here. We'll be doing more of these moving forward. Pat McAfee and Joey equals Electric Factory.
Carl's calling
Game day is going to be in Lubbock next season. It very well could be. And a Ramblin Raiders tailgate. It could be in the works. The foundation set this year by the football program is remarkable. Performance, recruiting, community, and gameplay. Luke is like a poet out here in the chat, man. Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm really hoping for at least a trip to the conference championship next year. I'm telling you, dude, if Tyler Shuck didn't get hurt, you could be looking at a conference championship trip this year. However, you also got to think, even though it wouldn't affect the conference, U of H, we win in overtime. OU, you win in overtime. Texas, you win in overtime. There were also a lot of close wins this season that could have, coin flip could have gone the other way. So even with Shuck in there, I think 9 wins, 8, 9, maybe 10 optimistically is where you're at.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, Bluetooth.
Sync it up, man.
Dude, wow.
Hold on, am I gonna need to hold this?
No. How do you do this? You go to Bluetooth.
This has to be searching.
Oh, here, make it search, man. Make it search. All right, 50 minutes, man. We're right on schedule. Let's get the hell out of here. It be searching. Here, do I need to undo?
No. You do not.
Nasty Boy Beat Studio?
You gotta make sure Mrs. Chef
Oh, there it is.
isn't on.
No, Mrs. Chef is out of it.
All right, you're connected.
All right, Lane. Oh, yeah, do you want to tell everybody where you're doing your wedding at yet, or are you holding off on that?
Sure. Just got back from planning my wedding in New Orleans. The Ramblin Raiders are heading to the Big Easy for my wedding. Date to be determined, but we picked out a lot of stuff that we like. So stay tuned for that.
It's exciting, man. It's an exciting time in your life.
Absolutely.
Wait. I might have to mix it up from what we normally do. No, because then I might get into copyright. We're not going to do that. But I have a new Elvis song that I just love playing.
We own the copyright to this song?
It's my favorite.
Some light beers taste half empty. Ours is filled with gold.
Our beers at the tailgate are filled with gold too, baby. Okay, with that, guys, we love y'all. Thank you all for tuning in. Glad to get an episode out there. Basketball season, we're going to keep churning stuff out and support the boys through the ups and the downs.
Absolutely. Reckham Tech, have a good one.
That's it?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Hey, great football season. Joey kicked ass. Can't wait for 2023. Lane,
we out.
Let's go. Baby. Let's go to stop.